Hello to all of our travel advisor partners and best wishes from all of your friends here at the Royal Caribbean Group. These videos are simply no substitute for seeing you all face to face, but until we can do that, I do enjoy being able to visit with you at least this way. I especially enjoy it when I can share some news now and again, and particularly when it's good news. As you all know, they've made the decision to let the no-sale order lapse and to replace it with a new order called the Framework for Conditional Sailing. This is really a big deal, and we are really very excited about what the future holds for us. It's not the end of the journey, but it is an important milestone on that journey, and it provides a clear pathway for our resumption of service. Boy, it certainly feels good to be able to say that. You've heard me speak about the very important and the very impressive work of the Healthy Sail Panel, which we assembled together with Norwegian Cruise Lines Holdings. That work, those people, and I will say it again, what a crucial difference those men and women made to us in our industry. Their 74 recommendations have been embraced by our company, endorsed by the entire cruise industry, and clearly help persuade the CDC that we have a thoughtful and comprehensive plan to resume service in a safe and in a healthy manner, and we're ready to do it. Indeed, the plan's main goal was to define a way to make a cruise ship a healthier environment with less risk of disease than Main Street USA. The focus of our industry right now is on delivering against that goal, not just in theory, but in practice. Now, it's important to remember that this new order sets forth a framework for resuming service, but it will require a lot of work to actually restart operations. It will take some time to go from where we are to our first commercial sailings. I can't wait, but it will take some time because the order calls for a lot of details that will need to be specified, clarified, or adjusted over the coming period. We and the CDC have both committed to devote the time and the effort to finding the best way to do that cooperatively, constructively, to realize our common goal of restarting cruising here in the USA in a safe and in a healthy manner. Logistically, I envy some businesses for whom restarting is not much more complicated than driving back to the store, opening up the doors, and turning on the lights. For us, we have a number of steps that we have to take. We have to train our crew in the new procedures, and we have to get them safely back to our ships. This includes having every one of them take multiple COVID tests before they leave home and after they arrive to their home port, and then engaging in a quarantine period after they've done all the testing. We have to reposition our ships, update their certifications, provision them, make physical modifications to support the physical distancing, and upgrade the medical care on board. And most significantly, we are committed to, and the framework calls for, a series of trial sailings where we will road test all of our new protocols using employees and other volunteers to stand in for guests. At every step of the way, we will be making tweaks and modifications to make sure that things run smoothly. Then, by the time we welcome guests back on board, we should have everything in place to operate safely, and this is very important, still deliver all the elements of an amazing cruise vacation. Then we'll continue to tweak the product, as we always do, to take advantage of new knowledge and take advantage of new technology. We will continue always to make the cruise safer and continue always to make the experience even better and more memorable for your clients. Unfortunately, as excited as we are to have this pathway to restarting, even this path is a slower road to normalcy than any of us would like. We know how eager you all are, and we all are, to start selling cruises again after an exceedingly painful 7 months. We too want that slow part to be as quick as we can make it. But we are significantly closer to resuming service than at any point since March, and we are so much better prepared for that moment than we have ever been. We also have to take note of what is happening in the society around us, and that is the big surge in COVID cases around the world. We're seeing that in the US, where the number is now running in the range of 100,000 confirmed new cases every day. But we're also seeing it in Europe, which had remarkably few cases until now, but has just started reclosing in places that you wouldn't have thought of, like Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, and the UK, and others. This surge, which is probably a second wave, has been predicted from the very beginning as we enter the cold and flu season. But while this peak may be horrible, there are also strong signs that this may be the virus's last big surge. I've generally avoided making predictions in these videos, but I'm feeling good enough about the future to make an exception here about the period that will follow this surge. I have 4 reasons for my optimism: masks, testing, therapies, and vaccines. First, more people are wearing masks, and masks are very effective in limiting the spread. One estimate puts usage at 75%. If we all wear masks now, we won't have to wear them as long later on. 2, at the same time, testing is undergoing extraordinary improvement in speed, cost, and ease of use. Testing is one of the most effective ways to limit the spread, and it allows for more effective contact tracing. Third, the progress in treatments has been phenomenal, with more new therapies becoming more widely available almost every day. Better treatments mean fewer hospital admissions and fewer fatalities, and that is the most important measure. Lastly, through technology, the progress on vaccines has been unprecedented. It's still going to take a while for enough vaccine to be produced for everybody, but there will be enough early production to protect the most vulnerable amongst us. Now, while each of those factors will help contain the spread next year, it's the cumulative combination of all of these taken together that I hope will constrain the risk of the virus, causing another comparable surge after we get through this current one. I view it a little bit like Swiss cheese. Every slice of Swiss cheese has holes in it, but if you put together a bunch of slices, you get a block of cheese. And that block of cheese has no holes. It's impermeable. That's how I hope these new developments will work to speed our return to normalcy. Our industry has suffered over the long 7 months, but now we finally have a pathway forward. We have an opportunity to take advantage of the special expertise that we have obtained. We can take advantage of the lessons that we have learned and take advantage of the science and medicine. And finally, we can take advantage of the unique characteristics of cruise ship that create something special and safe. We greatly appreciate the new order from the CDC, and we're looking forward to working with them to bring back cruising in a way that makes our guests safer than in their hometowns. Our industry is strong, and our partnership with all of you is resilient. We'll get through this as we have in past crises, together. And now, remember, go wash your hands and tighten up that mask. We have new protocols, you know.